What is poppin', Maj Mafia? It's your girl Semaj Lesley, aka Big, and we're back with another video. And I'm catching feelings, baby. Okay, so as you guys can see from the title, this is going to be a story time on how I found out I was pregnant. Okay. I wasn't even gonna do this video, but every time I post like what kind of YouTube videos I want to see from me on my channel, y'all always saying story time. Y'all want it, y'all got it. So let's just get into this video. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning, like the very beginning. Not the very beginning to where I actually conceived. I don't even know. I don't even know what happened. But we're just gonna go from how I found out I was pregnant from the very beginning. So this all started in the beginning of the year. It was April of 2023 this year, and I believe it was like April like 28th, 27th, I don't know. But I had ended up going to Puerto Rico for my cousin's birthday. So all of this happened when I'm in Puerto Rico. Not all of it, but like the first part happened while I was in Puerto Rico. On my way to Puerto Rico, it was like everything was just going wrong. Everything was just not like, nothing was working in my favor. Like, I'm telling you, like, I had a layover. So I had left from Missouri to go to Miami. Then my flight was from Miami to Puerto Rico. Basically, my flight leaving Missouri got delayed back a little bit, which pushed it back to when I was supposed to get on my flight from Miami to Puerto Rico. So basically, when I arrived in Miami, my flight was taken off. Like, they were already taken off. So they had to reschedule my flight to the 6 a.m. flight. So at this point, y'all, like, I'm crying. Like, I'm just over it because I was traveling by myself. You gotta think, I was 18 years old. I'm traveling by myself. I ain't never flew to Puerto Rico before. So I was just crying and stuff. And my mom was just like, you're super emotional, this and that, da-da-da. And I'm just like, I'm not emotional. This is something for me to be crying about. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, because of course this happens to me when I'm by myself. I wouldn't have been tripping if I was like with my boyfriend or with my friends or anything like that, or even with my cousins. But I'm by myself, y'all. I'm by myself. Fast forward, the next morning, I finally get to Puerto Rico. So I get to Puerto Rico, and once I get to Puerto Rico, I'm waiting on my bag. My bag never came. So I go to customer service. They talking about, oh, your bag is still in Miami. I start to cry again because why is my bag in Miami, y'all? Remind y'all, my flight already got delayed. I already had to stay a night at the hotel at the airport when I was supposed to be in Puerto Rico that night. So I get to Puerto Rico the next morning. Y'all telling me my bag is still in Miami? So I'm crying again. I'm on the phone with my mama. She's like, you need to stop crying because you're by yourself and you don't know who watching you, saying da-da-da. And I'm just like, I don't care. Like, at this point, like, why does everything keep happening to me? Like, when I got to Puerto Rico, I was already like, I believe like three days late for my period. So of course I already brought like my period products and all this and third so I could be prepared. I think like 2 of my cousins was late for their period too. So we all like, dang, like we all late for our period, like what's going on? So the first day we went to the club, I didn't drink. I just wasn't in the mood to drink. I just wasn't in the mood to drink at all, y'all. So the second day, we go for the second night to bring in my cousin's birthday. Before we even get to that, y'all, I am a very light drinker. I don't condone an underage drink. I don't condone none of that, but I was drinking, okay? And like I said, I'm a very light drinker, and I just can't take liquor. It's just not something that my body can just get jiggy with, and it's probably because I'm not supposed to be drinking. So yeah. Of course, we're bringing in my cousin's birthday, so I'm like, I'm gonna get drunk. Like, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna do this at the club or whatever. But of course, I'm gonna be prepared because I know I'm a light drinker. And I know that I can't take liquor. So before we even leave and go to the club, I eat at the hotel. I eat at the hotel. We get to the club, I immediately order me some water because I'm trying to stay hydrated. I'm trying to, everything gotta be cool because I know how my body is and I know how I be reacting to liquor. So we get to the club, like I said, I ordered me some water and I ordered some food. I was making sure that I was not finna drink on an empty stomach. And like I told you, I had already ate at the hotel, but I'm like, I don't know, my food could have digested, could have got out of my system. I don't know what it was, but I ordered me some more food. So then finally get to drinking. Get to drinking, everything cool, y'all. But in between shots, I'm still drinking my water. Of course, I got the chaser. I'm I'm cool. I'm cooling. But like I said, y'all, I'm a light drinker, so I don't drink heavy like my cousins. My cousins, they be drinking. So I think I drank like 5 shots, maybe less, and I was done. I was tapped. Like, I know my limit. I'm not going to go over my limit, and nobody's going to pressure me to go over my limit either. We get back to the room. It's still my cousin's birthday, so she basically wanted all of us to put our swimsuits on. She wanted us to go downstairs so we could have like a pool party or whatever. I'm telling y'all, as soon as we got to the hotel, I was just out of it. Like, I'm throwing up. Like, I'm just very nauseous. Like, it's just horrible. My cousin's like, here, take this. Like, take some medicine. You're going to be good. But like I said, y'all, this is nothing new. Like, when it comes to me drinking, my body just don't like it. My body just don't like it. But of course, in this case, it was the baby. My big cousin did put my swimsuit on, but y'all, I couldn't make it out the door. I was just too messed up. So basically, I'm telling my cousins, like, y'all, like, I'm not finna go. Like, y'all can go. Like, it's cool. Like, y'all can just go down there and enjoy yourselves. Because I didn't want nobody to, like, stay up in the room with me. I didn't want nobody to, like, oh, no, we can't leave Maddie and da-da-da-da. But I'm just like, I'm not feeling good. So I'm like, I'm not finna stop what y'all got going on. I'm not finna try to stop the fun because I'm not feeling good. So when they left and went downstairs, I'm still in the bathroom throwing up. So basically, my cousins come back in a room or whatever, and my big cousin Jada had just had her baby that January, 3-4 months prior to the trip. And she telling me, like, she like, Maddie, you're pregnant, da 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 da. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, no, I'm not. Because this is not the first time my cousin Jada didn't tell me this on the trip. She just kept saying I was pregnant. And I'm like, no, I am not. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. And she kept saying to y'all, and I got the video right here. Listen. I'm not pregnant. In that moment, y'all, like, as I look at the video now, it's funny, but in the moment, it was nothing to laugh about at all. It was literally nothing to laugh about. My cousins kept on saying, like, Maddie, you're pregnant, da da da, because I was the only one throwing up. But I'm like, no, y'all, like, I just know this how my body is. Like, my body just don't react good to liquor. Oh, I forgot to even tell y'all. One of my cousins came on a period, and it linked to my other cousin, Bluetooth, and made my other cousin come on a period. So, like, you feel me? I'm gonna come on my period because they come on a period, so my period is gonna sync to theirs because, you know, that's how it happened. That's just how it go. Y'all, that did not happen. But anyways, the next morning, I don't feel good. Like, I'm throwing up. I had booked an excursion, so I'm up early at like 6 o'clock because we had the excursion at 8 o'clock a.m. So I'm up early or whatever, and I text my mama, like, I threw up 3 times last night, and I just threw up again. And she like, were you drinking? I ignore her because at the end of the day, that's my mama. That's my mama. I'm 18, but I'm gonna put the messages up on the screen. I'm like, I'm 5 days later or whatever. She like, well, there it is then, daughter, you might be with child. And she like, this probably explains your crybaby ass. And I'm like, yeah, no, like, that's dead. Like, absolutely not. After I said that, she like, okay, well, no more drinking until you know, please and thank you. After that or whatever, I ended up taking a Pepto-Bismol, I believe, and I went to the excursion. So as soon as we get to the excursion, I start feeling nauseous again. And we're in Puerto Rico, so the excursion we were doing where we were going through the rainforest, so we were hiking and stuff. So I'm like, I gotta throw up now while we at this bathroom because I don't want to throw up, like, you know, like while we all out there and stuff. So I had forced myself to throw up because I was feeling nauseous but nothing was coming up. So I forced myself to throw up or whatever, and then I was cool for the rest of the day. Later that day, we had ended up going out to eat, and I just wasn't feeling good. I think I did order me a lemon drop, but I had ended up giving it to my cousin because I'm like, let me not drink. Like, let me listen to my mama, let me not drink. Next day comes or whatever, it's the day of my flight. At this time, I was living in an apartment. So I get back home and I'm walking in the hallway going to my apartment. And when I tell y'all, the hallway was stinking so bad. It was just stinking so bad. And you know, like, when you pregnant, like, your senses be like heightened for real. Like, it's like you just be smelling everything. Like, it just be there. I'm walking to my apartment and I'm telling y'all, the hallway is making me gag. Like, I'm literally gagging. I get to my apartment or whatever, go to sleep, wake up the next day, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good. At this time, I believe it's the 2nd. I'm not feeling good, but I'm just leaving it alone. Like, I'm just like, I'm not gonna be tripping off this. I'm just let it go. Like, I'm just like, Maybe I'm just sick because the weather changed or what. I don't know, y'all. I just was going with whatever I was going with in my head. Literally. As I'm out of town, my boyfriend's out of town too. So when I had got back, my boyfriend was still out of town. So he knew I didn't feel good, so he checking up on me or whatever. And I'm texting my boyfriend telling him how I don't feel good. And I'm telling him how I threw up again. What had happened was I had ended up making some shrimp. I forgot what meal I made, but I know it was something with some shrimp. And the shrimp was making me gag and making me throw up, but I had still made it because I need something to eat. So I ended up throwing that up or whatever, and I told my boyfriend. So literally for the rest of that time, for the rest of them days, my boyfriend just constantly like checking up on me, making sure I'm good or whatever. So he asked me like, have you came on your period? I'm like, nah. He basically like telling me like, you gotta take a pregnancy test. And I'm like, it's too early, I think. He like, not if you throwing up. And I'm like, I've been feeling weird all day though. I knew it was coming, but I'm like, I'm not taking no pregnancy test because I'm only 6 days late. The next day I went to sleep, woke up, and I was still feeling the same, y'all. I was not feeling good at all. I just wasn't feeling good. Y'all, I wasn't gonna take a pregnancy test because I wasn't gonna take a pregnancy test unless I was like over a week late for my period. So at this point, I believe I'm only like 6-7 days late, but my period was very irregular as it is. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, my period would just like, it would be late sometimes. Like, it was just, my period was just very irregular. So me being late for my period wasn't really like a big thing for me, you know. I just ended up ordering me a pregnancy test, and you know, got the pregnancy test or whatever. And I basically took the test, and look at that, y'all. I had the plus. And y'all, oh my gosh, like, I'm just gonna put the clip in from when I was taking the test so y'all can see my reaction. Okay, y'all, about to take this pregnancy test. How long does it say I gotta wait? It say 2 minutes. Put it in there. Set a timer for 2 minutes. I'm about to cry. 1 minute left. I'm so scared. It's 6 days I haven't got my period. I've been feeling nauseous. If I'm not pregnant, I'm gonna still go to the doctor today because I just feel horrible. Like, I can't explain it. Oh my gosh, 30 seconds left. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Y'all saw the reaction, okay? When I'm telling y'all, I was in denial so bad. Like, I was in denial so bad. Like, my mama kept telling me I was pregnant. My boyfriend kept telling me to take a pregnancy test. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm just like in denial. And as y'all saw in that video, I was like hurt. I was hurt, y'all. At the end of the day, y'all gotta think, like, I'm young. I was 18 years old at the time. I just graduated a year ago. Like, I was just starting to live my life for real. Like, it was just a lie. Like, it was just a lie. Like, I'm just like, bro, I ended up telling my boyfriend. I was texting him, y'all. Like, my boyfriend hates the way I told him. Like, he'd be like, I wish I would have told him in like a sweeter way. But y'all gotta think, like, we was not planning to have no kid. Like, this was not a planned pregnancy. Like, I love my baby, but this pregnancy wasn't planned. So he over here like, I wish you would have told me in a cuter way, this and that, da, da, da. And it was like, nigga, you acting like I wanted to be pregnant. How could I tell you in a cuter way when this wasn't on my agenda at all? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm telling my boyfriend, like, I'm literally crying. I sent him the text and I'm like, what am I about to do? And he like, we gotta figure this shit out. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh. I ended up going to sleep. I wake back up 12:01 p.m. and I go to urgent care. So I'm gonna go to urgent care to make sure to see if this is 100% legit. I go to urgent care, I take a pregnancy test, and she comes back in the room like, you're definitely pregnant. I started crying. I started crying, y'all, because I'm like, no way. She like, congratulations or whatever. I ended up texting my boyfriend like, this is a lot for me. Like, my emotions are everywhere. And he's just like, just be happy and lay down. Don't worry. Put all the stress on me. I got us. He was just being so supportive, like, as always. And he was just being like, you know. And same thing with my mom. Like, she was being supportive too. So, like, yeah. That's how I found out I was pregnant, y'all. I am grateful that I do have and I did have the support that I needed from the two people I needed most. My boyfriend and my mom was very big support when I, you know, like when I found it out. It was a lot in the beginning. It was a lot. I'm glad that I am in the position that I am right now. I love my baby and I can't wait to be a mother, you know. I can't wait to be a mother. This is gonna be my whole freaking personality. Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm gonna just be giving y'all real motherly vibes all the time. Period. I'm gonna really show y'all how this parentage go, okay? But not for real. That's really it for real. It's probably not the story y'all was expecting, but hey, it was very traumatic for me. But in the end, it's perfect. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment some video suggestions below. Y'all know how I go. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, without further ado, I love y'all much, my video. Your girl is officially out.